for your dog? Aw, hi, puppy. Okay. Aw, that's so neat. Max. Hi, Max. Let's go. Oh, what does he do for you? What breed is he? Can I get a service dog? Oh, what a beautiful dog. Merci beaucoup. À tout à l'heure. Oh, can I pet him?
So sorry, he's working right now, but thanks for asking.
Oh, hi, puppy.
Straight to the top, never going down, don't wait for the drop.
Hey, leave it. No, you're fine, you're fine. Hey, you just freaked her out, you're fine.
Tell me what you got. Buy the motherfucker out the bottom with a gold grill, gleam and make all the old problems. Stop creeping out the fucking dungeon. Switchblade on him, hit the guts like a pumpkin. Dump. 30 rounds of that clip, I'll rip. Too thick with the stick that I won't miss. Little slick, real sick, don't talk shit. Whip, whip like a brick, scale on fish.
What are the requirements to owning a service dog?
So there's 2 requirements for owning a service dog or qualifying a dog as a service dog, but I'm gonna read right from the ADA's website so that there's no confusion. The ADA defines a service animal as dogs that are individually trained to do work or perform tasks for people with disabilities. Examples of such work or tasks include guiding people who are blind, alerting people who are deaf, pulling someone in a wheelchair, and so on and so forth. But check it out, there's more. Dogs whose sole function is to provide comfort or emotional support do not qualify as service animals under the ADA. So the dog must perform a service dog related task for someone with a disability. But there's a second part right from the ADA's website. A person with a disability cannot be asked to remove his service animal from the premises unless the dog is out of control and the handler does not take effective action to control it, or the dog is not housebroken. In other words, your service dog must perform a task and be under strict control at all times. In other words, have excellent obedience.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Part 2 of what goes through the head of my allergen detection service dog in training.
Hello, Mother, I am here. No bag.
Time to add some spices to make this test harder.
You dumb idiot, I just told you that is bad. Yeah, like I said. Bad. That most definitely has the bag. No bag to be found. It literally says do not eat. How about bad? Well, that's bad. None of the bad. So that must make it the good. You seriously need help, but technically does not have the bad. All good, no bad. Sneaky and bad. Now this is good. Crap.
Alright, let's go through what happens when I'm on a plane and I'm going to faint. Here he is alerting to me, telling me that I'm about to get a dizzy spell. He then climbs up on top of me to make sure that I can faint safely. Right about here, you'll see me reaching for something to hold on to because my dizzy spell is getting really bad. I start at his collar, make my way down his vest, and grab onto the bottom. You see me hold on really tight, and then my grip starts to dip as I start to lose a little bit of consciousness, and I fall. I come right back up because it wasn't a full faint, and then you'll see me go down again in just a few seconds. I go down again, just for a few seconds. Again, not too bad of a faint, and I slowly come back up. I think I'm done, so I push Daffy off of me. Here I am dealing with the massive headache and fuzzy brain that I feel after I faint. Daffy knows that I'm not okay and continues to try and alert to me. I keep pushing him away and ignoring him, but he knows I'm about to faint again, so what he does is he climbs up, tucks his head and shoves me up against the seat because I'm about to go down. About 3 seconds later, you watch me fall on top of him. There it is, and I'm out a little harder this time. He's now moving to try and get me to come back. Slowly start to regain consciousness and sit up. He moves to the side to let me know he thinks my dizzy spell is going to be okay. I push him off of me. It takes a little bit of effort because the space is too small for him to get off himself, which is why he moved his legs to the side to let me know I could put him down. And then I turn off the camera, but I was okay after this. Just a lot of...
I was starting to have an episode with my SDIT, and as soon as I set up my camera, this happened.
My anxiety is like really bad right now. Hey, Nathan, good boy. You was sick. Check it out. Good boy. Now, we've been working for a while today, and now my nerves are getting really bad. My nerves are like really bad.
I don't know how to shut people down.
I'm still trying to get our training in.
I tried to get him to focus on me, but she decided to try to speak to him.
Yes, good boy.
Please leave all service dogs alone. They have a job to do.
I had a couple Red Bulls. Have you ever had a Red Bull? I never had a Red Bull before, but I had a Red Bull last night. I really like Red Bull. I got a new necklace. Glows in the dark. But you can't really see it right now unless you do this.
That's really something. Doesn't Red Bull make you crash pretty hard?
No. I don't think so. No. No. Hey, after we jog, we should get a Red Bull. You can get a Red Bull, I get a Red Bull. We could share a Red Bull.
Okay, that'd be really fun. That sounds like... I think I'd really... Okay, a lot of energy. I like it. Everybody, this is Carl. Carl, this is everybody.
Hey, everybody! Come on! Let's get into shape! North to south. On and on. Got it!
What's up, you twat waffles? My name is Crisis, I'm a Belgian Malinois puppy, and this is a day in the life of me. Here I am playing with my stupid little brother. My intelligence far surpasses his own, as can be demonstrated by the fact I'm about to lure him into this kennel and promptly shut the door on his ass. Here we are having our morning pee time together because he can't do anything by himself. Then Mom wants to do this stupid photo shoot with me in this harness that I hate, and she's going to try to do some influencer cash grabbing here. But this is how that went. Clearly not going to let this bitch capitalize on making a dime off of my likeness. Despite my best efforts to sabotage her making any money off of my fluffy ass, she still showers me with gifts. Like this, the best kennel money can buy. Oh shit, she heard me. Once free from my peasant crate, she tries to apologize, but as you can see, I'm not so easily manipulated. My day continued to worsen when at lunchtime this stinky old cat had the audacity to be eating from my dog bowl. I took this opportunity to tell him that he better be sleeping with one eye open. After lunch, I had to bark at my mom forever to get her to take me outside. She thought it was because I had to pee, but really it was just to chew on this stick and roll in the mud so that she'd have to give me a bath later. Afterwards, she puts me in my kennel to dry off. She says it was 15 minutes, but I say it was more like 15 hours. Clearly somebody needs to call PETA on this bitch. After I'm freed from prison, she makes me work for my dinner doing all these stupid little tricks. Not exactly sure why she has me doing any of this, but for now, I'll go along with it. Just know that I'm definitely devising a plan to make her rue the day she ever got a Belgian Malinois.
Okay. You like it, huh? You like the frisbee? Out. Come. Out. Out. Cease. Okay. Good boys. I guess he likes frisbees.
While we were waiting for my name to be called at CVS for my medications, my friend had gotten up to take our place at the pickup line, and he noticed this older gentleman with a patriotic shirt, and his phone was very clearly pointed at us with flash on. He said, "Hey, you can't record them." The man looked at him and said, "Well, the Cabela's is down the road. This isn't where dogs should be." My friend looked at him and said, "See the vest? See how he's behaving? That's how a real service dog behaves." Unfortunately, the video did not get deleted, so for whatever reason, he'll use it for Facebook or Twitter or whatever. But please, please, please do not record us. Just don't.
Hustle, sit. Alright, bounce a little harder. Hustle down. Hustle, sit. Stay. Okay, now bounce him. Bounce the shit out of him. Hustle down. Okay. That's good, thank you.
So you want to teach your dog how to do this? Alright, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be showing you guys how I teach a competition heel from start to finish. Today's going to be day one, and I'm going to show you guys with a dog who's never done heel work before. This is Rory. Okay, so session one, first step. We're going to teach our dogs how to target their front feet on a foot target. All you're going to do is you're going to take some treats, and you're going to lower the dog's front feet onto the bowl. Yes. Yes. So you're going to get both paws onto the bowl. Yes. And you're going to reward a couple times for duration. Yes. And then you're going to release them. Free. So after a couple reps, I'm going to see if the dog can figure out how to put their front feet on the target without me luring them. So I'm going to wait for him to offer it. If your dog gets stuck, that's fine. Go back to luring. Yes. Yes. Free.
Service dogs, regardless of what area they're in, either pet friendly or non-pet friendly, have to be potty trained. They also cannot be reactive. We're working on reactivity with your service dog or service dog in training. It's just him in it. I'm just trying to have them labeled. You know, saw this in a pet store and was really glad I didn't bring Dean in with me. Asked her a couple questions and she didn't know what the ADA was, and she was very proud that she could bring all of her dogs everywhere with her. They pooped and peed and were super reactive, lunging at every dog in sight.
Spin. Spin. Yes, spin. Yes. Sit. Down. Sit. Down. Sit.
This seems to be a
Down.
very good trainee.
Yeah. Sit. Spin.
What is his name?
Her name is Jade.
James?
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah.
How old is Jade?
2.5. Heel.
2.5 months?
2.5 years. Here. Yes. Good girl. Heel. Let's go. Spin. Yes.
This is a really good question. How do you tell the difference between a fake service dog and a real service dog? There are many obvious signs that come to identifying fake service dogs. Like, for example, the one you see in the video is actively pulling towards and fixating on my service dog Fidget. My service dog is laying down on the ground, completely ignoring that dog. In the fake service dog video, you also saw the guy not doing anything to manage his dog or even looking at his dog and what his dog is doing. Even if it was a service dog in training, the handler would have took control of that situation, tried to manage their dog, and if that failed, they would have left the area. Instead, this guy got mad and offended that our dogs were not reacting and his was. He tried to scream and demand us to leave the area, all because his dog wasn't behaving. Another obvious sign that a dog is a fake service dog are those certification registry vests, as well as IDs. According to the ADA, service dogs have no documents. Those are scams.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but the Americans with Disabilities Act is a federal law. That's a civil rights act.
Okay.
And if I were to like faint, or if I were to trip because of my neurological disabilities, and I landed on him because of the leash and he couldn't get away, that's a dangerous situation for him.
I understand that.
Which is why he's off leash when I'm having medical episodes.
Do you need attention?
No, I'm okay. That's what he's for.
That's what he's for.
Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
Okay. So I'm going to give you this. This is a non-slip release of name. I'm going to ask you to please put it on. Just because if I get another dog over here and he's aggressive, I don't want to fight him with him. Okay. So that's good for policy.
Okay, but I mean, I have a leash. I mean, he's just not leashed right now for both of our safety.
A teacher at my school brought her their pet dog, claiming it to be a service dog. It barked before recording and has bitten the handler 3 times. There are many other service dog handlers in this school that attend this class. I told the office, but they don't seem concerned at all. They told us to let the adults handle it, but they've done nothing. I have reported harassment, and many other handlers have too, only for nothing to happen. I'm tired of being scared. I came to school to learn, not fight for my rights. They don't care about their students, just their public image.
Get over here.
She is. What, or you need a man? He can't get up through there. Okay. You know.
Yes. July 16th. What? Oh no! Sarah! Stop it! 2, 6, 4. My ankles are super swollen.
Mister, put your head down. Head down.
Well, she's usually controlled. She's
Head down.
another dog out here. No, but she's usually very good. She's just here because of the
If you work in the service industry, stop and listen. This one's for you. You should all know the ADA law when it comes to service dog compliance. I don't care what your employer tells you to ask, say, or do. You should know the law for yourself so that when a service dog user like myself walks in, you know how to deal with us. You are only legally allowed to ask me with my service dog 2 questions. The first question, is that a service dog? My answer, yes it is. The second question you're allowed to ask me is, what service does it provide? You are not allowed to ask me what my disability is. You are allowed to ask what the service it provides is. I would say it guides me because I'm blind, but I don't have to tell you that I'm blind. I simply just have to say guiding. Guiding is its service. That's it. That's all. End of discussion.
Leave it. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Just wait. Leave it. Thank you. I was gonna see if you knew where Tammy was since you're busy.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go. I just...
Very close call with a fake service dog.
It's not pet friendly, and that's not how a service dog is. Oh, you know something. I do, thank you. It's the law. We were just taking a group picture of our service dogs when all of a sudden I see this out of the corner of my eye and say, "There's a dog." We then rushed to our dogs, grabbed their leashes, and we stayed put just so that this lady can pass. The dog ended up going at Fidget, and I smacked it away. My finger was in its mouth. We then went to the front desk.
Another dog just tried to attack our service dog.
Yeah.
So it's clearly not a service dog.
I have video of the dog.
It literally got within 2 inches of one of our dogs.
We were then assured that they were actively looking for the lady to kick her out. About 20 minutes later, she walked up behind us while our backs were turned. Come back for part 2.
Thank you for asking your question in a respectful manner. Please read the second paragraph on this photo to find the answer to your question.
Properly trained service dog versus an ill-behaved service dog. Other dog smells him before even seeing him, noticing my dog, and starts to pull very hard. Handler has to yank the dog back to get it to listen. My dog notices the other dog, but ignored it when given a single command. Meanwhile, the other dog is staring intensely, only looking away for treats from the handler. When they passed to move forward, that dog tried to reach my dog once again while the handler wasn't paying attention. They moved to the counter, and the dog was staring mine down most of the time. Notice how the dog even jumps on the way station, not well behaved at all, but still given the green light to fly. Meanwhile, my well-trained service dog and I get stopped and refused everywhere we go because of this. Service dog or not, dogs like these should not be out in public.
Hey, learn the law in 60 seconds, part 4. Let's talk about tenants' rights for service and emotional support animals. Did you know that service animals and emotional support animals are exempt from pet fees? That's because under the Fair Housing Act, if a person is disabled and they need an emotional support animal or a service animal to be able to enjoy housing to the same extent as a non-disabled person, they're required to receive that accommodation. Therefore, they're exempt from your typical pet fees that you find in leases. So, if your landlord is charging you a pet fee for a service animal or an emotional support animal, they're probably breaking the law.
One is to make sure your ADHD is severe enough to interfere with your everyday life and doing everyday activities. You can check the ADA just to make sure that your disability is in line with what the ADA considers a disability. Oh, that's assuming you're in the US. 2 is to figure out where you're going to get your service dog. So are you going to self-train? Are you going to try to obtain one from an organization or get the help of a trainer to help train your own service dog? If you already have a dog, then I would recommend contacting Atlas Assistance Dogs if you are self-training, because they have a affordable option to combine both, online study and have a volunteer trainer help you out to pass the public access test. Which brings me to the next point is, the next step is, I would actually say, try to pass the Canine Good Citizen as like a precursor to practice for the public access test, then train disability tasks.
I beg you on my knees to stay. Don't make me love, make me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right.
Dear Karens who bring their pets into Walmart, if your aggressive ass mutt comes after my $20,000 service dog, I will hit, punt, kick, punch, whatever, to keep your dog away. I don't care if it hurts your dog. I'm going to protect mine.